Every morning the sun breaks through the horizon, casting light on a world that's equal parts beautiful and brutal. Some days you wake up feeling like a champion, ready to conquer every challenge that comes your way. Other days, the weight of the world presses down, and it feels like every step forward is a battle against an invisible force. But here's the truth. Whether you win or lose today, what matters most is that you get back up every single day. You dust yourself off, square your shoulders, and step into the arena of life, ready to fight with everything you've got. That's not just strength, it's the essence of who you are. It's the heartbeat of resilience, the fire of determination, and the soul of progress. This is your story, and this is your script, a rallying cry to keep fighting, to keep growing, to be just a little bit better today than you were yesterday. Life is a battlefield and you are a warrior. Not the kind with armor and swords, but the kind with grit, heart, and an unshakable will to keep going. Some days you'll stand tall, victorious, with the wind at your back and the world cheering you on. Those are the days when everything clicks. Your focus is razor sharp, your energy is unstoppable, and your weaknesses seem like distant memories. You hit your goals, you overcome your doubts, and you feel like you're on top of the world. Those moments are electric, aren't they? They remind you what you're capable of, what's possible when you pour everything you have into the fight. But then there are the other days, the days when the alarm feels like a betrayal, when your flaws and insecurities seem to scream louder than your dreams. Maybe you stumble, maybe you fall, maybe you feel like you've lost more than you've gained. Those days hurt, they test you. They make you question whether you're strong enough, good enough, or worthy enough to keep going. But here's the secret those days done, to want you to know every loss is a lesson, every setback is a setup for a comeback, and every moment of weakness is an opportunity to grow stronger. You don't just survive those days, you learn from them, you grow through them, and you come back the next day ready to fight again. That's what makes you unstoppable. It's not about never falling, it's about refusing to stay down. It's about waking up each morning with a fire in your chest that says, I'm not done yet. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers or win every battle. What you need is the courage to show up day after day and give it everything you've got. That's the mindset that turns dreams into reality, flaws into strengths, and ordinary people into extraordinary forces of nature. Think about it. Every hero you've ever admired, every person who's ever inspired you, has faced their own battles. They've had days of triumph and days of defeat. They've felt the sting of failure, the weight of doubt, and the temptation to give up. But what sets them apart, what makes them legends, is that they kept going. They got back up, they looked their weaknesses in the eye and said, you don't define me, I define me. And that's exactly what you're doing every single day. Let's talk about those weaknesses and flaws for a moment. They're real, aren't they? Maybe it's a habit you can't seem to break, a fear that holds you back, or a mistake you keep replaying in your mind. Maybe it is a voice in your head that tells you you are not enough, not smart enough, not strong enough, not talented enough. We all have those voices. We all have those moments when our flaws feel like anchors dragging us down. But here's the thing, your flaws don't make you less, they make you human. And being human is the greatest starting point for growth. Every time you face your weaknesses head on, you're not just fighting a battle, you're forging a stronger version of yourself. Every time you choose to try again, to push past the fear, to learn from your mistakes, you're chipping away at the parts of you that hold you back. It's not about erasing your flaws. It's about building around them, learning from them, and using them as fuel to become better. You're not aiming for perfection, you're aiming for progress. And progress, no matter how small, is a victory worth celebrating. Let's break it down. What does it mean to be a little bit better today than you were yesterday? It's not about grand gestures or overnight transformations. It's about the small, intentional choices you make every day. It's choosing to get out of bed 5 minutes earlier to start your day with purpose. It's saying no to that one habit that's been holding you back, even if it's just for today. It's taking a deep breath and trying again, even when you're scared. It is forgiving yourself for yesterday, its mistakes, and focusing on what you can do right now. Those small steps, they add up. They build momentum. They turn into habits, and those habits turn into a life you're proud of. Picture this: every day is a blank page in the story of your life. Some pages are filled with victories, bold, colorful moments that make you feel invincible. Others are smudged with mistakes, scribbled with doubts, or crumpled from the weight of a tough day. But every page matters. Every page is part of your story, and the beauty of it is that you get to write a new one tomorrow. You get to decide what that page will say. Will it be a story of giving up, or will it be a story of getting back up? Will it be a tale of staying stuck, or one of pushing forward even just an inch? The choice is yours, and it's a powerful one. Every morning, you have the chance to start fresh. To say, today I'm going to fight for me. I'm going to fight for my dreams, my goals, my growth. You don't need permission. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. All you need is the will to show up and give it your all. And you've got that. You've proved it every time you've gotten back up after a fall, every time you've faced your fears, every time you've chosen to try again. Now let's get real for a second. This journey isn't easy. Growth isn't linear. There will be days when you feel like you're moving backward, when your weaknesses feel stronger than your will, when the battle feels like too much. Those days are part of the process. They're not signs of failure. They're signs that you're in the fight. And being in the fight is what matters. It's what separates the people who dream from the people who do. It's what turns potential into a yet system, into progress. It's what transforms your story from one of struggle to one of strength. So how do you keep fighting? How do you stay in the game day after day, even when the odds feel stacked against you? It starts with mindset. It starts with believing that you are capable of change, capable of growth, capable of becoming the person you want to be. It is about shifting your perspective from I can T to I'll try. It's about celebrating the small wins, because every step forward counts. It's about surrounding yourself with people who lift you up, who remind you of your strength when you forget it. And it's about giving yourself grace on the days when you fall short, knowing that tomorrow is a new chance to rise. Let's talk about that community for a moment. You don't have to fight alone. Find your tribe, people who inspire you, challenge you, and believe in you. They are the ones who will cheer you on during your victories and pick you up during your defeats. They're the ones who will remind you of your why you keep getting up, why you keep fighting, why you keep striving to be better. Whether it's friends, family, mentors, or even strangers on the internet sharing their stories, connection is a powerful motivator. It reminds you that you're not alone in this battle. Others are fighting too, and together you're stronger. Now let's talk about action. Motivation is great, but it's nothing without movement. Each day ask yourself, what's one thing I can do today to be better than yesterday? Maybe it's learning a new skill, even if it's just watching a 5-minute tutorial. Maybe it's taking a walk to clear your mind and recharge your body. Maybe it's writing down 3 things you're grateful for to shift your perspective. These actions don't have to be big, but they have to be intentional. They're the building blocks of progress, the proof that you're moving forward, even if it's just a step. And when the doubts creep in, because they will, remind yourself of this. You are not your mistakes. You are not your setbacks. You are not your flaws. You are a work in progress, a warrior in the making, a story still being written. Every time you get back up, you're writing a chapter of resilience. Every time you fight your weaknesses, you're crafting a narrative of courage. And every time you choose to be a little bit better today than you were yesterday, you're creating a legacy of growth. So here's your charge. Wake up tomorrow ready to fight. Step into the arena of your life with your head high and your heart open. Embrace the wins, learn from the losses, and never stop believing in your ability to grow. You are stronger than you know, braver than you feel, and capable of more than you can imagine. Some days you'll win, some days you'll lose, but every day you have the chance to rise up and be better. Keep fighting, keep growing, Keep writing your story, one day, one battle, one victory at a time.